Hey, good morning, everybody. I guess it's kind of afternoon. It's 11 o'clock or close to noon. I was going to hop on and do a quick face. I sprayed my face with toner and I have put on my moisturizer. So let's go ahead. Did I say that right? Toner and moisturizer. Then I'm going to squirt my setting spray, which is also going to be my primer. So I'll let that sit for a second while I talk. So I'm going to do a quick little 5-minute face. I'm going to do the Camo Bridge Pop method. I'll show you which colors I have today. I have Sunlit, and then I have Amber for my camo, and then I have Aura for my main, and then Sunlit for my pop. And then I have Shadow for my contour. Pearl is the illuminator, and the Bella bronzer. And then I just picked some lips and I put on the bottom, I put Royal and Ruby and Hollywood. And then I've got my setting powder and the lip conditioner. And then I was gonna do a quick eye, one that I posted the other day. There was 4 different choices. And I have realized this morning that I keep thinking I have ordered Soulmate and I have ordered like 4 crushes. So we're gonna have to hold off on the 2 that had Soulmate on them. But I'm going to do the one that has Sabrina and Zion. And then tomorrow I'll do Sabrina, Stardust, and Crush. One of like the 4 that I have now. So anyways, and then I've got the little eye brush palette. It just kind of cleans. It's like a sponge. You can brush your brush off in between colors. All right. So today I'm going to use the 3D brush. So it's real dense and cone shaped on one end, and then you've got a fluffier brush on the other side. It's still a little dense. It's not quite as fluffy as the blush and bronzer, but it's not as dense as the powder brush or the buff brush. So I'm going to take that coned in, and I'm going to go in with my camo shade, which is Amber. I just tapped it, and I'm just going to put it on the places that I want to camouflage, okay? So any redness, any discoloration, rosacea, things like that, I just kind of pat it on. And I'm going to do just a couple spots on my eyelids since they are kind of veiny and discolored. That little spot does not want to go away on my, that brush is not getting on it. I had to use my finger on that spot down there. Okay. So we did camo. I mainly just focused, my nose is really red, so definitely on there. I got a little bit of redness on my cheeks, whatever this fun thing is. All right. So let's, oh, I forgot to do the contour. I'm doing, that's okay. There's no order, we're fine. But remember, with the Camo Bridge Pop, the contour, you're gonna go from the peaks of your eyebrows to a triangle, and you're gonna do contour all outside that. So I did wanna use, see if I can see it on my wall real quick. I'm gonna try and grab it through, sorry. I'm gonna use the detail brush real quick to do my contour, so we make sure we don't put any of the colors over top that. So I'm just kind of brushing it into shadow is what I'm using today. And I'm gonna start at my hairline and just kind of come out. And I'm just gonna kind of fill in that triangular area. So wherever you put your brush down is where it's gonna be the heaviest. I always recommend putting it at your hairline and then coming forward. Shadow is darker, but we're gonna blend it all down, don't panic. And then you wanna find the most prominent part of your cheekbone and just kind of roll just a little bit. You're not really under your cheekbone, but you're not on top of it. You're kind of like right on the edge. And you're just kind of brushing up and hugging that little area. Same thing on the other side. You're not going too far down. I don't like to cross where my eye touches. Like if there was a line there is what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna flip over to the small side and go straight down from my ear. You're just kind of like chiseling that line. So same thing, find your jawline You're not going on top of it, you're kind of rolling just to the side a little bit. Okay. But you don't have to be super careful, but that's kind of why I'm going fast. You can just kind of put it on. I'm gonna flip back. Oh, my light died. Sorry about that. I'm gonna flip back to the bigger side and find that normal like shadow on your chin, and then go back from it, and then just kind of brush it on. And I'm gonna follow that on down the neck. Okay, so we are contoured. Now I am going to go in with my pop, and that is gonna be Sunlit today. And I'm gonna do it in the inner corner of my eye right there. Do it on the outer corner of my eye. I'm sorry that light died. I didn't think my battery was low, but c'est la vie. All right, I'll do it in the middle. I'm gonna do it right there and on my chin. I'm gonna do just a little brush on my lids. Okay, so now we're ready for the bridge color. Mine is gonna be Aura, so like a bridge. Oh, let's turn it that way so I don't blind you. It's just gonna kind of blend all the colors together. I'm gonna take the same side of my 3D brush, and we're just gonna kind of dot it where there's not colors. I'm gonna do that main color down my nose today, not the brightener. I'm to cheating and making sure everything is covered. I might, after I blend this in, do a dab of Sunlit under my eyes. I'm gonna see how it blends. So we're gonna let it play for a minute. I'm gonna let it sit and just kind of warm it to my face. I'm actually gonna shut this fan off. I feel like it's blowing straight on my face. Sorry about that. I did not mean to leave you. Ooh, or bump you. Okay, so let me show you. I think I showed you the colors. We're gonna do the Zion and Sabrina. So we're gonna take the fluffy side. This is the 3D brush, and we're gonna start blending together. We're gonna lightly tap to blend, and I am going to start from the inside of my face and go out. I might kind of tap this under there real quick before I blend it. Just whatever's left on my brush, get under there so it's real light, but it gets a little bit kind of dark today. Or it could be because my light went out, I'm not sure. What else? This 3D brush is gonna give you a lighter coverage because it is a little bit fluffier than the buff of the powder brush. So it kind of goes in terms of full coverageness. Is that a word? Buff brush, powder brush, 3D brush, and then on down. So I'm just kind of patting and flicking. If y'all hop on, say hey. If you have any questions, let me know. It is cream, so it's movable. It's warming up with your face. And it's not gonna set until we actually set it. Let's switch hands for a minute. Okay, now I'm gonna go into that contour. Oh, I missed my eyeball right there. Okay, I think we are all blended in. Let me double check on this mirror down here where my light went out. Okay. So we are going to, let's do our cheek first. I'm gonna do Hollywood on my cheek. I'm just gonna take my ring finger and just kind of on the apple of your cheek and go back just a hair. And I'm gonna take that fluffy side again and just kind of pat it to blend it. So it's just gonna give you a real light glow. It's a real soft pink. So I do, I'm gonna put this lip conditioner on while it's right here. I am a mixer of color for my lips. So we'll play with these three in just a second. I'm gonna go back to the top and we're gonna do the bronzer. And today I decided to go Pearl and Bella. Last time I did Honey and Bella, excuse me. And I didn't have that brush down, sorry. So the blush and bronzer brush, and I am just gonna, I think I'm gonna take the small end and go into the Pearl. And then I'm gonna kind of bounce into the Bella, go back. And then I'm just gonna kind of make an E or a C, whichever way you're looking at me. And flip it to the big side and just kind of buff it in. So you're getting the results of the bronzer and the illuminator, but you're just putting them together in one step. I am gonna add, let me get that Bella off my Pearl since it's white. Okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Pearl to my cheek. A little bit of Pearl right here. Okay. I am gonna take the multitasker brush and I'm gonna put it into the lip conditioner. I'm actually gonna put it on my lids and kind of use it as a primer. You can use it for all kinds of things. I did put it on my lips also. It's really good with our really shiny shadows like Graceland, La La Land, the powder illuminators, well, cream illuminators too. Anything that's like real glittery and shiny though, it'll help it stick and it'll give anything a more rich color. So we did that. Let's go ahead and play with our lips. I'm gonna do Hollywood first. Hey, Madison. Happy birthday the other day. Okay, so Hollywood. It looks super pink. This is Hollywood, but it goes on pretty light. I'm gonna go with Ruby next because I like to mix. Ruby is gonna make us, it looks super bright too, but it's real glossy, so it's not gonna be as heavy either. So you can stop right there. It's a real pretty, kind of petalish color, but Royal's my favorite, so I'm gonna top it off just to kind of give it a more neutral. Not really neutral, but more of a brownish than a pinkish, okay? So that was Hollywood, Ruby, and Royal together. It's a real pretty combo. Okay, so let's hop on over to the eyes. We're gonna do the one with this too. We're gonna do Sabrina, which is my all-time favorite of all favorites, and Zion. So let's take the smudge brush. So you've got a cone-shaped end and then more of like a circular end. I'm gonna take more of the circular flat end into Sabrina, and I'm gonna put it all over. Hey, Laura! I'm gonna put all over from my lid up to my brows. So I did a quick little camo bridge pop, and I'm gonna do one of my little two-step eyeshadows. It's been a heck of a live. My light has died. So y'all might just, if you can't tell the colors, you might just have to wait till I post them. So Sabrina is like one of my faves. It will say that it is a shimmer eyeshadow, but I feel like their shimmers are more of like a satin. You're not gonna have like a glitter face or anything. It's more of just a real pretty sheen. The glitter eyeshadows are more of like what I would consider, you know, shimmer. Yes, it is such a pretty color. Okay, so I just did that all over. It's a great base color. I feel like I'm struggling with this line on my lid. Hold on. We're gonna make it behave real quick. I must not have gotten the lip conditioner there. I used lip conditioner as an eye primer today. There we go, that's better. Like had a line on my lid that I could tell. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the cone end of the smudge brush, and I'm gonna go into that Zion, and I'm just kind of tapping. Zion is a matte, and they're all highly pigmented, so I just start with a little bit, and I always add more. So I have hooded eyes, so I'm gonna go up a little bit higher than I would if I didn't have hooded eyes, but I'm gonna start in my crease, and I'm just gonna bring it up just a little bit. But I set it in my crease first because that's where I want the heaviest, although I want to bring the color up some, okay? So wherever you set it, just like when we were talking about the brightener for your face, wherever you set it, that's where most of the product is gonna go. Hey, mama. All right, so find your crease. And I just kind of windshield wiper, and then I'm gonna bring it up without, I didn't lift it though, I just kind of moved it. So because they're hooded, I go in between, probably like a brush width is left between, see that between where the shadow is in my brow? And then I'm just gonna kind of bring it in that corner. So really, I just made a really big V. So that one's darker, so let's go back and add a little bit more to the other eye. So let's find the crease. Let's go up. And then we'll bring it down too. So we've got like a big V on this side. That was a V, sounded like a B. Okay. And then I just kind of pat it in the middle, and then we're gonna blend it all together. But see, you've just got two colors. So we kept the brightest color on the inside, and we did a big V on the outside and just brushed it in just a little bit. I just flipped it back to the other side. I haven't cleaned it. It still has Sabrina on it. I'm just kind of lightly kind of soften that outer edge. And then I'm just gonna lightly blend it back and forth. I don't wanna bring it all the way. Ooh, I didn't mean to hit you. I don't wanna bring it all the way to the inside, but I want to blend it just a hair. So if you can see the difference. I mean, I didn't do many, maybe like 4 swipes. It wasn't super heavy, but it totally blended it, right? It's pretty cool. So if you wanted, let me make sure they're even. So see, now it's like a soft transition from that darker color in. If you wanted to, you could add a little more Sabrina. I'm not going to, I like it the way it is. I'm gonna go back to my multitasker brush, and I'm gonna put it into the Zion. And it still has some of that lip conditioner on it, so it's gonna make it a little darker. And I'm just gonna smudge it underneath. See? Zion can be a very intimidating color. It looks very orange. I mean, look at it. It looks like brick red, okay? Like, it's not one I would have ever picked, and I just love it. It's so pretty. I do always like to go back my powder brush has a little bit of blush, so we're gonna try and ignore that end. So I'm gonna take this in, and I just kind of like to go straight up so it kind of has that sharp cut off in case I go too far past my eyelids. And that's it. We just did 2 colors, and then we lined with it underneath. So next you would just grab your favorite mascara, and you could totally take that Zion and line the top, and because it has the lip conditioner on it, it's darker than the Zion you put on your lid. So it would stand out. Let's see if I can show you. Without my light, I don't trust myself. I have to cheat a little bit. Look down here. When I take the final picture, you'll be able to see the line, like where I lined it with the Zion versus where we put it on, because that lip conditioner makes it darker. It's gonna be perfect. All right, so I'm gonna throw on some mascara. Hey, Jill. And you can set it with either the dusting powder or the setting spray that I used as a primer. I'm just probably gonna spray my face. I don't know if y'all, oh, we'll fix that in just a second. I don't know if y'all saw yesterday, they made the announcement that the Ivory Clutch is gonna be released May 4th at 11 a.m. Central. So it's like a purse, makeup holder, brush holder, card holder, everything, fabulous holder, and it's so pretty. It's like hobo style chic. Just in time for Mother's Day. Wink, wink. You know, I did that. I probably got mascara all underneath. That's okay. All right, I've got the liner brush right here. I'm gonna have to look in my other mirror. Do you see that? We literally just kind of brushed it off. There's one little speck left. But that was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Let's put a little bit of this pearl on the outer part of our eye since we have it out. You're good. All right, I'm gonna squirt my face one more time. All right, I'm gonna let that set. I'm gonna fix my hair, and then I will take an after picture. If y'all have any questions, let me know. We still have the Mother's Day bundles out there. If you wanna get color matched, I'm happy to do that. And thanks for watching. Share if you can, and I'll be here. Bye.